awesome, absolutely awesome.
I love it when a plan comes together. Definitely worth a look. Yeah, it was well on par.
Right, hello everybody. So today is, what today is it? Sorry, Saturday the 26th of January 2013. I do apologise about that. Hope everybody's okay, having a good weekend so far. Yeah, brilliant. So last night I went to see Zero Dark 30. Okay, new movie directed by Catherine Bigelow, Oscar-winning director for The Hurt Locker, which also won an Oscar as well a couple of years back or so. And obviously when I heard that this was being made, I thought to myself, I really want to see this. Not just because of the fact that it's, you know, the build-up to them, you know, capturing and killing Osama bin Laden, not to do with, you know, the 9/11 attacks or the 7/7 attacks in London, and also obviously the bombings in Islamabad in 2008. It was more of the fact that when I watched The Hurt Locker, I was impressed with how that film was done, and I thought to myself, Catherine Bigelow's making this movie, I know it's going to be awesome, and I've got to see it. And I tell you what, wow, it was intense. Okay, first of all, let me just give you a bit of a breakdown about the film itself. Okay, so it charters a 10-year, decade-long sort of, you know, journey sort of thing to capturing Osama, and the lead character is played by Jessica Chastain. She's pretty much recruited right out of high school to work for the CIA, and is put on the role of, you know, watching how some of the interrogations are handled regarding terrorist attacks just after 9/11. And the way that the film actually opens, it is quite eerie in that it's all the 999 or 911 calls, for people who were in the World Trade Center. Here when the Flight 93 as well, I believe, flight number 93. You know, when the World Trade Center was hit with the planes, you can hear the phone calls, the calls to 911 as well. So, and it was very eerie hearing that. I mean, there was one segment of where you've got the person from 911 on the phone to someone who's trapped inside the World Trade Center, and you say, you know, it's thick of smoke, I can't see anything, I'm going to die. And you just hearing that over and over, and you just think, oh my God, just can't bear to imagine what must have been going through people's minds when that was occurring. So 2 years after that, as I say, then the whole interrogation side of things start to begin. You know, they start their hunt to look for the terrorist and the person who was in charge, in this case Osama bin Laden. So as I say, you've got, sorry if you're hearing that noise, that's Hayley hoovering, okay, apologies. So all that's taking place, and all the while at the same time, you know, you've got the likes of there's some awesome casting in this, by the way. As you get further into the film, it really does, things just open up, basically. A few revelations are opened up as well. But for me, I think it was just more of the, although from start to finish you're gripped, it's intense, you're pretty much on the edge of your seat. It is quite a long film, but you forget how long the film actually is, well over 2 hours. And as I say, you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my God, how is this all going to come out? And you feel the pressure as well. You see how, like, Jessica's character Maya, how she feels as well, and some of the intense way that some of the bombings were also done, especially in particular the one in London, and then also the one in Islamabad as well. And it really gives you, you know, a different point of view of how everything occurred. And it does tell you at the beginning of the film, it says the following motion picture is based on, you know, first-hand accounts of actual events, kind of thing. So I'm guessing in a way we're seeing it in the eyes of Maya, Jessica's character. As I say, the cast is impressive. You've also got, check this out, you've got Mark Strong, You've got James Gandolfini, and even John Barrowman showed up for about 5 minutes as well. And Joel Edgerton as well, who's one of the squadron team leaders, part of the Canaries. These were the guys who actually ended up capturing and taking down Osama. And just the build up to the whole thing was just fantastic. It was really brilliant. And you're watching as the Canaries, the Navy SEAL, are, you know, trying to capture Osama, and wow. But seriously, this has been nominated for an Oscar, and I think Catherine's also been nominated for Best Director as well. Will it win? I don't know. It's got the, well, let's just say it's got the right pedigrees, the right pedigree for it to win an Oscar, and also for Catherine as well. So yeah, just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So get yourself to see it if you haven't, because you will love it. Seriously, I mean, I saw The Last Stand on Thursday. I thought it was really good and very funny, and I'm seeing Lincoln tonight. But of all the three films, the only one I was looking forward to the most was Zero Dark 30, and I'm so glad I got to see it. Really, really immensely enjoyable, but I wouldn't say enjoyable per se, but just fantastic. Really well done. And I'm not too happy about some of the criticism that this film has been getting. I mean, you're forgetting that we're talking about, you know, the capture of a well-known terrorist, and it's the 10-year journey that someone took to get that person, to bring them down, the stress that they were under, the pressure that they were under, how many people were hoping that she probably wouldn't have succeeded, but she was determined to prove everybody wrong, and she did. And at the end of it, the way how she felt about the whole thing was just, she didn't know whether to laugh or cry. She was in that state of shock, and you're also in that same position. You're looking and thinking, what the hell just happened? But what I will say, and if it is true for what occurred in the film, is that, my God, did Osama know what he was doing? He planned. He I wouldn't say he planned, but my God, he pretty much knew how to be kept hidden. That's all I'm going to say. He knew how to keep himself hidden. But let's just say that everything, the build up to that moment in the film, that was it. That was brilliant. That journey was good. It was well worth it. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Anyway, that's it from me. I am off to go and get my comics, and I'll be back later on to do some more videos. Not necessarily movie reviews though, but you'll see. Anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you all later. Bye.